All right, hey guys, thanks for joining me back in Last Epoch. I've got a new setup going here, so if you guys hear anything different or anything pops up, let me know. I've changed from a single PC setup to I now have a dual PC streaming setup. Was running into issues with my one PC. Trying to stream on the same PC I was gaming on. PC just wasn't quite strong enough, and I had my wife's gaming laptop. She hadn't been using it, so I took that, and we're running a setup through that as well. So if anything happens, just drop me a comment, let me know, guys. Try to troubleshoot it on the fly. We are level 73, 74. All of my resistances are capped out 73. Alright. Still working through some of these. I haven't started Ending the Storm yet, but I've done Fall of the Outcasts twice to get both branches off of that one. I've done Stolen Lance and the Black Sun. Listen to keep working on Blood, Frost, and Death, and then we'll jump over to Ending the Storm. I think this one, I think I have to do this one twice as well. Some of these have to be done twice. So what I'll do is I will do Echoes until I get to this point, 400 stability, and then I'll do all 3 quest Echoes back to back. And then we'll go from there. I hope everyone out there had a pleasant Thanksgiving week. I know mine was fairly relaxing for the most part. And to not do too much during the holiday seasons.
Fools.
Using Fireball. Have Fireball, Volcanic Orb. Of course, we got our movement skill. We're using Teleport. And I have Black Hole and Flame Ward. Your turkey nearly killed you. Didn't you cook it on the grill? What you said you were doing? You didn't catch your house on fire.
Fools. I cannot do that.
Oh yeah, I forgot it was raining that morning when you were talking to me. You said it was raining. Slay all 3 patrolling profane fleshes. There's one of them. I feel like if you're chain smoking, you need to be listening to the band Chainsmokers as well. I feel like those need to go hand in hand. think they wanted their filters back, but they do want your money. Product damage, that one's frost. Really don't like these big guys. Chain smokers? Oh gosh, I can't even think of it now. Know it if I heard it. I don't even think it was just them. It wasn't it like a collaboration with another artist? I think. I want to say, for some reason, I want to say Martin Garrix. Probably completely wrong on that. $60 adaptive spell damage. Ooh. One had potential. I'm sure I can find it. My wife has it. I'm sure she's got it on our Amazon. Amazon playlist. Skip that big guy. Let's go. So chances are yeah, it looks like he's patrolling this way. So we'll see if we can cut him off. It's surprising that you never heard their song. It used to play all the time. When I was working, it used to come on all the time on the radio store. It's right there. It's going that way. Dead. Easy enough. Done. Moving on. I've got a fairly strict loot filter set up too. I'm hiding quite a bit of stuff. Chances are when I open this, almost nothing will show up. Yeah. Get all of those to see one item. Actually decent, I guess. I don't like that spell crit. I didn't really spec into crit. I only have 8% spell crit. Kind of went the opposite direction. So instead of stacking spell crit, I've tried to stack ignites and the spreading, what is that called? Spreading something. Spreading flames. The two that I stacked. Oh, spreading flames, I can only have one stack of spreading flame on them. But it does exactly what it says. It spreads to enemies around me. So as long as I get it on one guy in the group, the rest of them will end up getting that debuff. ignites though can stack, so I can have multiple stacks of ignites on an enemy. I've seen ignites get up doing pretty crazy damage already. Ward, when hit, armor, and mana. Not too bad. It had ignite on hit and frailty. I still haven't tried to fight Ouroboros with this guy yet. I don't think I have enough hit points and defenses to fight him. Not yet, anyways. Did you do your D&D thing last night? Or is that tonight? My days are starting to all run together. Crito, 110% critical strike chance. Your D&D. Didn't you say you were starting, what is tonight? So it was last night. You say you were starting a D&D thing on Tuesday nights and Wednesday nights both? Last one of those. Let's see what this cast speed while you have lightning aegis and spell damage. Oh, is it? Get the COVID, did you? Got a cold.
I am not a man of many pockets.
Sword. Mountain shield. Yeah, my wife's, she's been sick. She was actually sick all weekend. And, I told her I hope she got to feeling better before next week, because she's on vacation next week. And it's kind of crappy to get a vacation and then end up spending your whole vacation sick. Used to have that happen to me quite a bit. Get sick the week of your vacation, and then your whole vacation is just shot.
I
These
cannot.
blood things, those blood orbs that come down, they need some optimization work done on them. They cut my frames in half. I'm gonna have to take out some of these things. I need to look at these idols. And I got enough room for a few more idols. But I need... It's physical. None of them are good for me. I have got 3 on the top, 3 on the bottom, and then 1 there. I just haven't been able to find anything. I've been very unlucky with my idols. They're dropping for me.
I cannot do that.
Rid of one of those. Shades regrowth. That'll have health regen on it. Reflection. Wish that was health percentage instead of regen. That would have been great if it was health percentage.
I cannot do that.
I'm still trying to figure out what class I'm going to do. The new patch drops on the 10th. Done all of them so far. The only one I haven't put a whole lot of time into is the druid. Yeah. Primalist is getting completely overhauled. How's it going, man? Nice to see you. Primalist is getting completely overhauled. The rogue is getting that new skill, which sounds really cool. I was looking at that the other night. I was thinking of doing like a some kind of cold explosion build with that one. I have to wait and see the skill tree on it. And I think the Sentinel, something about the Sentinel was getting a new model, character model, or updated armor or something. What kind of builds, what build were you playing? Yeah, you're doing one of the poison builds that stacks poisons. 7 million poison damage is, yeah, that's a bit much. I saw some of those builds. I never did get around to making one. But I saw some of them working and they were crazy. I tried to do a poison shuriken build at one point, and it just came out horrible. What is that? %of current mana gain is ward when you cast a fire spell, +2 to flame ward. pretty neat, but I think I would lose a lot of damage on that. A level 100 Ouroboros guy took you 4 seconds. Jesus. I've only fought that guy just a couple times. One that I have now. I've got 3 T5s on the one that I've got now. Managed to get 3 T5s before it fractured on me. Yeah, Spriggan is getting reworked. The new crafting changes actually look really, really good. I'm pretty excited to do some crafting. The druid was one. Like I said, I just never did a whole lot with the druid. And that may be what I end up doing. I know the Primalists got that new skill to the upheaval. Yeah, I've pushed most of them to anywhere from 70 to 80. I've got a couple of them that are mid 80s. Like I said, Primalist gets that new skill called Upheaval. It looks like Sunder. It looks exactly like Sunder from Path of Exile. I had always wanted to do like an exploding skeleton build too. It looks interesting. The transformations on it, on the druid, the new swarm blade, looks pretty interesting. Never have been a big fan of classes that change. Yeah, rogue is gonna be extremely good. Keep thinking maybe they might, you know, for the longest I thought maybe they might end up sneaking in some type of multiplayer or something in this one. That's not gonna happen since we got that multiplayer update. I'm still thinking hopefully maybe we'll get one of the new masteries. Highly doubt it. I think they'll probably come in the next patch, which will be probably in March. Yeah, the Blade Dancer and the Rogue in general has a lot of defensive procs. They have all those buffs that they can get. Tends to help them a lot more. Yeah, I done a they are. They're better than they were. They're still pretty bad. I ran a one I did. It was a skeleton build with like 20 or 30 skeletons. I had the regular skeletons, the mages, the vanguards, and I noticed that they died pretty quickly once you got up to harder stuff. They were great for like the story. It's probably the easiest one for farming through the story. But then once you got to the higher stuff, it became more difficult. Oh, nice talking with you, man. Mental damage. I only got 3 potion slots. I'll probably sit down this weekend and try to figure out what mastery I'm going to do. I kind of think they'll probably reveal some more stuff this week. They've been revealing a lot of stuff about their new patch. I like some of the mods on that, but not all of them. See if I can find another ruby ring that has better mods on it. Trying to pick up these boots. Storm Tide. Serial Watcher here. Did I get him? Got him. Here's the other one.
Fools.
Guys are beefy.
Do that.
Really, I still wish there was some way to see your ignite chance on skills. I know I can see it here, 101, but I know I've got some stuff where my fire skills get like a bonus chance. And then you've also got the skill, the talents in the trees. And I guess technically my fireball would have a 201% chance, so it would buy 2 stacks of ignite each hit. Let's go with that one. Thought I had a chance. Maybe it was on an old headpiece, but it was on an old headpiece that I had. But I had one that was a chance to ignite with fire skills. And I don't think those show up on your character panel either. Grab the box, buddy. Melee cold damage. Nothing. Attunement.
I cannot do that.
Looks like my spreading flame does about 90. About 90 damage to that little guy. 91. Oh, I don't know why I grabbed that. Or an acolyte. Yeah, 46. That one has 46% chance. Let's see what item type. I want just staves. I don't remember what I have right now. So Oracle Staff is a level 76. I have a Mirage staff. So my next staff upgrade would be 76. If I did Wands. I've got a thing set up for wands because I'm trying to find a wand to do a sword and shield. 77 gets me a dragon horn wand, which is adaptive spell damage, cast speed, and mana costs. The other one would be a crystal wand, which can roll pretty much the exact same top end spell damage, just be trading increased spell cast for mana. I actually think a crystal wand would probably work better because I've got a couple of these that if I can get over 300 mana, they will give me double the amount. Have idols for that one again. I've still got a few open idol slots. Can't remember if there are any three that way for the mage or not. If the mage has any 3x1s.
I cannot do that.
Die, human. Guys are... Oh, those guys are hard. There's two different versions. Oh, probably a Pebbles or an Isadora. Oh, a Xerix.
I cannot do that. I cannot.
That one's cold damage. Which was fire damage. Slay Spreading Frost. Nothing good. Good. He's right. Oh. Increased minion damage. 154. Need to get to 400. Yeah, 400 on this one to be able to do the boss for this timeline. Slay enemies to locate the primeval dragon. And then slay the primeval dragon. One of these is that. Nope. Elemental resistance. I'm already capped on all the resistances. So. Not going to help.
I cannot do that.
Lightning Aegis. Ward on melee hits. Said I've been very unlucky with idols. I have 3 slots. More than I think it's 6 slots. I have 6 slots open still. I haven't really get anything good. It's gonna be a for the what is that? Senethia's Resurrection. A minion shield. I'm guessing the new rogue skill, the blade, I can't remember what it's called, where you throw out the blades. I guess will probably pair best with a blade dancer as opposed to the archer or the ranger. There he is. That may be what I end up doing. The new patch. I may just do that. Commander is going in. Come on, please. I think my reward for this one is idols as well, so. The 3 on the top and the 3 on the bottom. 63% cold damage over time. Lightning damage. An axe. Alright. Go, just keep going straight up that way. Gonna put me at 96. Be about halfway done with this timeline. Looks like it's got a bunch of big guys. Ah, dadgummit. Died. Necrotic damage. Means I lose the reward for that one. Still complete it. And that was enemies. Enemies have a 35% chance to receive a glancing blow when hit. Go down there and do that one. Manage to this one. Every once in a while I get hit with something like that that just completely destroys me. I think I was trying to go a little bit too quick and wasn't taking out those the immortal eyes.
I cannot do that.
There's two of them. I'm assuming they're kind of both in the same direction. It's only giving me one. There they are. Split apart now.
I cannot do that.
46% chance to apply frostbite with cold skills. I had juggled doing a cold build with this guy, and then I ended up settling on fire with spreading flame and ignites.
Fools! Fools! I cannot do that. Fools!
14% reduced damage taken on block.
Yes.
Break a few of these down.
Yes.
Wild Valley. Oh, this was the arena for just a second. Starts out looking very similar. Beats. Got me. The skittering gate. Is there a... I don't think I had a branch off back here. Maybe? I guess I just have to loop around.
I cannot do that. Fools! Fools!
Why did those guys stun you? Bet there was a minute. Then I'll go this way and then I'll have to go all the way back to the beginning. Well, there's a fire damage one. Is exactly what I was looking for. I need a few more of those. of those look like they would work for me. Ooh. Ooh. Man, though. Like, it's got adaptive spell damage. I'd be losing point on my fireball, though. Let's Ruin of Removal and see if we can maybe get rid of the armor. And it did not. Okay. Do it again. Completely useless junk now. Doesn't even pass my filter to show up. Where are we going to now? So I've passed the 200 for the second quest echo. As I get further out, these should start rewarding more stability as opposed to these. These only give like 10. These are giving almost triple that. Off the bat. Slay enemies. I gotta locate the wild gate. Cannot do that. I'm trying to spam my flame ward too quick. lightning hurt?
Fools. Fools.
Or if I should go back. Go back. And go up this way right here.
Fools. Fools.
So maybe that loops.
I cannot.
Okay. Necrotic guys, quite a bit of damage to me. Adapted, man, I like that implicit on that, the 57% increased fire damage. That adaptive spell damage while channeling doesn't do anything for me. We'll pass it up. Hopefully a better one will drop. There's always something better right around the corner. That one didn't take very long. What is that? Unique or set body armor. Or set. Well, let's go to do that one. It's the first one I've seen that's both. I've seen some that say unique. That say set. Not one that says both. honestly don't think there's really any set items that would benefit me that I know of. I don't think there's any that are specifically made for like a fire mage. At least not that I've really come across yet. There's a couple uniques that work fairly well. There's a chest piece that gives you increased. It gives you increased elemental damage taken or dealt and reduced elemental damage taken. If I'm not mistaken. I've seen it a few times. Usually you get it while leveling though. Tends to be a lower level item.
I cannot do that.
See, I wish I could find one like that that was ignite on hit and flame or fire damage. That one. Do some quick crafting with this real quick. So this is elemental damage over time. So it just says elemental damage. So I need to put fire damage on it. Okay, and for the suffix here, mine has ignite and slow. This is too slow. Oh, and it was a damaging too. Ouch. Well, scrap that one and get some of our shards back. Did not work out at all the way that I wanted to.
Fools!
The vial gate.
I cannot do that.
I think on my next one for a black hole, I need to increase the speed that they move. I think it needs to be the next one that I go with there. Let's see what we got. Body the Falcon. Already got that one. I've got 3 of that one already. I don't think I need more Falcons.
The hunt. The feast.
I was not even pick up that shard. Not even worth it. Ornate wand. Let's start picking up some of those for shatter or some shards. I've been using my shards trying to do some crafting. Haven't really been getting anything. Got a couple levels to go till I can start seeing some upgrades. 76. 76 was my next break point for items. Iron is physical damage. Fortunate. Oh. A unique item. Work our way up there and grab that unique item. So there's only a couple that I think would even really benefit me. Even those, I think, would only be marginal upgrades. I don't think they're really anything significant. Nice. Alright, collect our gold. It's pretty easy. Just kind of stand there in one spot. This one will put us over our point for being able to do all of the quest echoes to do the boss for this timeline. I can't remember. I think this is the one. I think you have to do this timeline twice. Go with wisdom again. My plans here, I need to max wisdom and recollection. Then chronomancy, I need to max chronomancy and mana shell, and then dump the rest into arcane insight.
I cannot do
At least that's right now, that is the plan. Oh, come on. Are you kidding me? I missed that. Those spiders. I was worried about those two down there and wasn't even paying attention up there. Horrible, horrible, horrible. So now I missed out on that unique item. We can find... Sure, why not? I hope we get some new map layouts. Be pretty nice. Some new map layouts. You've been running the echoes for a while. Seeing a lot of the same A lot of the same stuff. Grab that. I can break that down. Add some good mods on it. Just we got. That's not terrible. A little bit of health. Anything good though? Alright, we got enough to do our quest echoes, so we'll go ahead and knock those out real quick. Yeah, so this is it. You can pick the Frost guys to unlock the level 80 timeline, or the Blood guys to unlock the 75. So what we'll do is we'll do the Blood guys this round, unlock the 75 one, and then I think I have to run this again to get the next one.
I cannot do that.
Go through this one more time. I'll probably wait. I'll probably do that later. So if we get done with this one, I'll do the... if I don't die. We'll do the 75 one next. Oh, I need to do... I have to do one more now. I forgot when you die, you lose a little bit of stability when you die. I hope everyone out there is having a good day. If you're playing the game, what are you going to be playing with the new patch? Looking looking for ideas for character to play. Oh, the rogue is getting a new skill, the druid is getting a skill, and a lot of love on the druid. Primalist host system is kind of getting overhauled. Trying to decide if I want to do one of those or if I want to play around with some of the other stuff. Kind of leaning towards the rogue, and then using the new skill that they're getting, throws the daggers out. Umbral, I think it was Umbral Blades or something like that. Then I saw a node that caused them to explode. Of doing something like that, and I think there was a node to convert it to cold. I'm gonna do a cold explosion. Probably end up having to go Blade Master for that one, so I just think it's probably will end up scaling better with the Blade Master as opposed to the Marksman, or the Ranger. Yes, it is. It will be multiplayer. They're currently doing closed, how did they phrase that? Closed in-house testing on the multiplayer. And then once it gets to the point they're comfortable with, they said they were going to open it up to community testers, and they're hoping to do a community testing phase. They said hopefully Q1 of this coming year, so hopefully we'll see something by maybe March. The big bad guy of the game is, so essentially what it is you bounce between timelines, and the void is destroying timelines. That's kind of how it starts, and then you go back into what they call the divine era with the gods, and the gods are fighting. So you're trying to charge up a weapon to fight the gods. When I do this, I can pull up the map and show you, and I can talk about it then. Each timeline has kind of its own, I don't want to say its own story, because they do, I guess, kind of connect. And I know some of the stuff we don't have yet. There's a lot of end game systems that we don't have. Yeah, kinda. It's probably an easy way to explain it. Kind of a brief explanation, and then this part that I'm in now, the end game part, they call it the end of time. So the idea with that is it's the point in time where all timelines converge. So it's the point in time where all timelines come to an end. no matter how long your timeline is, at some point it's going to have to come to an end. Kind of where you use that as your hub, kind of your base of operations. It's not, honestly, probably not. The story I would probably give maybe like a 6 or a 7 out of 10. So you start. Kind of start somewhere here. They don't have it on the map because there's no waypoint there. But you start like the little starter zone. You go through the little starter zone in the town, and then you get transported to the ruined era. And they kind of consider this, I guess, the tutorial, because you start off, you just pick your main class. So you'll play through this. And essentially, this is the void as they devour time. I guess, so they kind of work like I want to say a chronophage. You know, they devour time and end timelines. So you go through here and you fight one of them. And then he takes you to the end of time, and then they transport you back to the Imperial era, where you fight through the Imperial era. And there's a timeline here where there's an immortal king who's done stuff. Like each timeline has its own story. Yeah. It's the story part could be done better. It is kind of all over the place. And it really, so these whole 2 parts, honestly, they could almost cut those out. I don't really know what they have much to do with when you go back to the Divine era. And it may be because I haven't read everything. Like, I haven't read all of the lore and everything in the game. But when you go back to the Divine era, one of the gods is trying to kill the other gods to take their power or something. So you're trying to stop him. So you've got to get this spear and charge it up with their powers. Diablo, yeah, kind of. But again, like I said, I think it could have been laid out in a more cohesive manner. Instead of just kind of, and I've seen several people on, you know, the forums and stuff mention that if when you start the game up, you know, you start up in the Divine era, and then you play through, you know, a map or 2 of that, and then you're transported to the Ruined era to play through that, this kind of storyline here, and then you're back to the Imperial era to play through that, and then you go back to the Divine era, and then you find portals while you're playing. to jump to the ancient era. Yeah, it has a lot of potential, and the thing is that if you look at the map, right? So the map is the same. Right, so you have all of the same stuff. It's essentially the same map, just at different points in time. So, and I know that's what they were going for, and their idea with it was you can, what is it they said, the eternity cache or something, you could place an item in a chest, say in this timeline, and then you could do some stuff and then go to this timeline and go to that chest and get the item out, and it would be an upgraded item. Like, it would acquire stuff throughout time. That was one of their things with, I think that's supposed to be one of their in-game systems, if I'm not mistaken, unless they've changed it. That was when they were first talking about it. That was kind of how they were doing it. And I mean, the timeline stuff is interesting because you'll see people in the Imperial era. So there's people that you encounter in the Imperial era who are enemies or bad guys in this era. But then when you go back to the Divine era, they're not. They're not bad. So you kind of see their character develop through this timeline, and then you kind of see maybe how they started changing into what they are in the Imperial era. And we're still missing some of the story. I think we still have 1 or 2 chapters left that we don't have yet. And then their in-game system is this. So each one of these islands is a timeline of its own. And when you complete the timeline, so when you go through the timeline and you fight the boss, you get a buff. And that buff is permanent for your character. So I always have 4% increased experience, 25% increased ring drop rate. Yeah, I mean, it's, like I said, it's got an interesting premise, and the background behind it is good. I just think it could be laid out better. But, I mean, for the most part, most ARPGs don't have a super gripping, emotional storyline that just pulls you in. At least, for me, they haven't. But I really like this whole system here. I think is really, really good. And I know we're getting new stuff in the new patch. Getting they said a new in-game dungeon, legendary items, they're redoing the crafting system. Rogue is getting some new skills, new mage and acolyte character models, and a lot more. Yeah, Diablo does, and that's kind of one of those things too. Like the Diablo universe, the World of Warcraft universe, to an extent the StarCraft universe, they're pulling off of decades of lore and story and background and stuff that's been built up over time. And I've noticed that with a lot of newer games, it takes time for them to build up lore and background and story. And unique set or body armor and unique item. Let's go do those. There. But yeah, it does. It has a lot of potential, and I really think when they get the multiplayer added in, it's gonna change it up a lot, because some of the masteries, if you wanted to, you could go support with them. Like the paladin has healing abilities and stuff, so you could, I guess technically if you wanted to, you could go full on healer, if you wanted to go that route with it. It is, unless they decide to do away with that. I think that'll be interesting to see some of the group dynamics that come into play when the multiplayer gets added. Honestly, was hoping it would come in this year, but I'm sure with everything that's been going on over the past almost 2 years now, it's affected their studio in some way, shape, or form. I like the way they've done character progression too. So, like I said, you pick your base class. It's like I picked mage as my base class, and then when you play through that ruined timeline, when you get to the temple, at the end of the temple, then you get to pick a mastery. So we have Sorcerer and Spellblade for the mage right now, and then Rune Master, one of those coming soon classes. And as you put points in the tree, it's kind of similar to Grim Dawn or Titan Quest. As you put points in the tree, this bar fills up and then you unlock skills. It's the same with this one. You have base, so these are base mage skills, so all mages can use these, and then as you put points in the tree, you unlock those, and then the sorcerer gets these, the spellblade gets these. But if I wanted to, I could pick a sorcerer. I could pick the sorcerer, and then I could put points in the spellblade up to this point. I could pick any of these talents. So I mean, I could put, if I wanted to, I could put 40 points down here to get Surge, Firebrand, and Enchant Weapon. And then I could use Spellblade stuff. I just wouldn't get the Spellblade passive bonus, which is 4 ward gained on melee and mana spent on melee attacks is converted to ward. And I wouldn't get their special, their mastery skill, which is Shatter Strike. The sorcerer's mastery skill is Meteor. And then, like the sorcerer gets 50 mana, and spells deal increased damage equal to their mana cost. Sorcerer is your typical caster, and then the Spellblade is a melee, like a melee hybrid character. And the Rune Master, I'm almost positive that they are going to be a Gosh, dang it. They're gonna be a minion class. I think they're gonna summon elemental golems. All of the classes have a pet specialization except for the mage. Mage is the only one that doesn't have one yet. And then also each skill has a talent tree that you can build out. You can, some of this stuff is pretty cool. This one, you know, it does the glyph and the explosions. If I wanted to, I can convert it to cold, where it, instead of a volcanic orb, it becomes a frozen orb. I have a lot of fun just playing around with different builds and trying things out. Like spreading frost this time. To up my defenses a little bit.
Die, human. The feast.
Also got a built-in loot filter, which is something that Diablo doesn't have. See here, I've got mine set to filter out most stuff. Take that. Yeah, I'll just break it down. It's really gonna give me anything. And like I said, the item filter is pretty extensive. You could have different filters set up for different things. You can move these and rearrange these however you want. There's a lot of videos on that. And everybody builds their loot filters differently. Had numerous discussions with people how to do the loot filters. Some people build them from the top down, doing hides. I do mine the opposite. Mine from the bottom up, doing shows. Thank you, Psychomatic. Greatly appreciate that. Like I said, I like to do mine from the bottom up, doing shows. Analogy I used to use is kind of like building a cake. I do a hide all at the beginning. I'm starting with a clean slate, a clean pan, and I build up from there what I want to see.
I cannot do that.
I cooked some French toast the other night? Man, it was great. The wife were having a discussion. She wanted French toast. Told her it couldn't be that hard. I'd never done it before. I'd seen it made several times. Oh, hey. You never baked a layered cake? Yeah, not a Lunchable. No, no. You get your cake pans, little circles, and then you bake like 3 or 4 of them, and then you stack them. Never done that? Yeah, and then you build it, stack them up. Almost like a wedding cake. You're building the perfect wedding cake to find those items that you want. There you go. And you get real specific with the item filter in this too. I mean, down to the affixes you want on the item.
Die, human.
Second. Shroud of Obscurity. It's Acolytes. 20% of current health lost per second. 13% of missing health gained as ward per second. Increase dodge rating. Dodge and ward gained when you dodge. Interesting. I don't know why I picked that up. I'm not an Acolyte. All right, so we'll do. I'll go through here. We'll do a create one from scratch, right? We're making our cake from scratch. There we go. You can do a description if you want. There we go. Blah blah blah. Star, pick a color. I'm gonna set it up for just this ring. I want to see just that ring. So, like I said, I usually start with a hide and then hide all items. So I now see nothing. Yes, preheat your oven. That's what we're doing. We're preheating the oven here. We're hiding all the items. What is this? It's a ring. So now we want to show a item type. We want a ring. It's a sub ring of that. It's a sapphire ring. So we can look at all of the rings. Oh, we want a sapphire ring. Awesome. Now we're gonna do. We want a specific affix. That elemental. Damage type. We want elemental damage. Just do this. Then we want minion damage. Dodge rating. It was a flat dodge rating. We got void. Confirm. And got an item type, ring, sapphire ring, are 4 affixes that's on the ring. Like I said, you could, a lot of builds, when you're looking at a build guide for stuff, they'll tell you what affixes and things you're looking for. So, I mean, you could set this up to look for a specific item. This is mostly tier 2. I usually don't show anything with below tier 2. So we're gonna add. So, our ring. So looking, our ring should be the only one left. Like I said, I mean, you could break that down to weapons. There was a specific staff or chest piece that you were looking for. It's super, super powerful. And it's really easy to use. That's why I do it from the bottom up. The bottom up, that way, doing a hide and then show, because then I can show specific items. The other way, if you start doing hides, then you're gonna have a lot of things. To me, it's just inefficient to do it from the top down doing hides. But it's an analogy, you know, was it 6 one way, half a dozen the other? You're gonna get the same thing no matter how you do it. Working from the bottom to the top makes more sense for me. What's your favorite cake? Alright, skill check. Favorite cake. Anyone else out there? What you got?
I cannot do that.
Personally, I like the Cool Whip on the top with Butterfinger. Make a chocolate cake, then you put coals in it, and you pour caramel all over the top of it, and sweetened condensed milk, and then Cool Whip, and crushed Butterfingers on top of it. Best cake. Shuriken gloves. Alright, we got those done. We'll go back to our quest echoes here. Off right next to a shrine. Save to the trapped villagers and defeat the patrols. that. I think it's 4 patrols. It's these little things.
Fools! Fools!
Come on, little buddy. Idiot. Little guy. Fortune.
I cannot do that.
Just taking my channel. It's 1 to. I'll pick that up just for the just for the mod. I'll shatter that and get that. Hopefully, get that shard.
I cannot do this.
Too many. Idol of Hope.
Fools!
Yes. Farewell.
Gold ring. Mental damage over time. Pass. Static orb tendrils. Destroy the phylactery at the center of the village.
Fools! Fools!
The Lair of Formosus. He can drop. He's got a couple items that he can drop. They're fairly decent. He's got some boots and I want to say a necklace. Can't remember stats on them. I don't think they're good for me. Geared more towards, I want to say a lich.
Fools!
dodging a lot of spells too. Oh, enemies have a chance to dodge. Okay, he's got the mod. That's why it's taking so long.
No, I
Drop
am
the
not
boots.
dying. I feel cold.
Last steps of the living. That would be a like a low life build if I was doing ward instead of health. They're decent. Got 35 one-handed sword, one-handed axe, and wand. So wand was the only thing in that gonna fit me. Locked the 75 one, which I already had. Just completes this path this way. Still, I'll have to go through that one again to unlock the 80. This one is, what I said, so 75. Ending the storm. Oh, moon spires. I hate moon spires.
I cannot do that.
Killing my frame rates. Down this way and get this one first. Shimmering woodland staff. I'll pick that up to break that down. have to get hit by those guys. Argelos the Blessed. Deal 50% increased elemental damage. That's why they're hitting so hard.
I cannot do that.
Grimoire of Necrotic Elixirs. That's more for a an acolyte, a lich, or necromancer. Down. Grab the runes here. Runes, and then our tomes.
Lowly peasant.
Pathetic.
You dare to stand against us.
You have no chance.
I cannot.
Save me.
Oh, jeez. Those guys from the new act that were added. Hit really hard. The only ones that give me a lot of problems.
I cannot do that.
You have no chance. Submit.
Oh, jeez. Those diamond matrons. Did not get a shard off of the pass. Very unlucky. Third time's the charm on this map. At 50% increased elemental damage. And is what's hurting me. For comfort on that one too.
I cannot do that.
Shimmering. Take that for break it down. Shatter it. Some decent affixes on it. I want to. Alright, nice. Past that. Hopefully that elemental damage one falls off. I bet it doesn't though. I just added that on. Did. Nice. Okay. Alright, so it was only on there for 2. 5% crit chance. Sure. As long as it's not another 50% elemental damage. Nice. My skills leveled up. To town we go. So close to leveling up too. Alright. See what we got. Go with heat wave again. On our teleports. Go with knockback on the teleport. This one, doing a toss up between explosive orb and Mark of the Inferno. So Mark of the Inferno gives I think it works on that one. Right, it says explosions from explosive orb and glyph fire. So that would be that one and that one. A chance to ignite. Did not work on my explosive ground. Let's go with, in that case, let's just go with the explosive orb. Mana regen there, and our 21st point here. Go with more wildfire. Increase spreading flames damage by another, is that 20%? Went up. It's already doing about 100 damage, and then we just increased it a little bit more. Should easily be over 100 now. Oh, 95. Go with our last point in recollection for the cooldown recovery. This is a pretty decent sized explosion. It's not like it just kind of gets to the end and fizzles out there. Decent sized explosion. They're exactly the same. Oh, no, wait, that's an assassin's. That's an abyssal. Magma Arena. 17 waves.
Cannot do that. I cannot do that.
It's good for breaking down. Oh, out of shatters. She only had one. How unfortunate.
Take care.
To keep remembering, I need to remember to make sure every time I come back that I check, see if she has anything for me. I think she restocks every 3 or 4 echoes.
To stand against us.
This is gonna be difficult.
Fighting me is foolish.
I cannot do that.
What? No wonder it's hard. They chase you. Little, whatever those are, water balls. They chase you for a pretty good ways too. Up to 5 health potions.
Watch yourself.
Titan Hearts. 10% less damage taken while wielding a two-handed melee weapon. 36% increased health. Holy cow. Do not regenerate health. You would have to get all of your health back from leeching. You can do leeching or healing, so you could do a two-handed, some type of two-handed paladin build that with a heal. Probably be doing pretty good. I know the Void Knight leeches a lot of health back too. And
I cannot do that.
jeez. This guy's hit pretty hard too.
I cannot do that. Fools!
Covenant of Dominion. Fire guy.
I cannot do that.
That's a level 31 item. Low level item. Alright guys, that's gonna do it for me. If you guys haven't already, make sure you hit that follow button for me. It helps me out a lot. And I will see you guys tomorrow. Thanks, guys.